expectations.
Yo, what up? Wow, just noticed the window behind me is giving me that real ethereal look, man. Weird. Very impromptu live stream. I actually realized I somehow scheduled it for 11 p.m. instead of 11 a.m., but oh well. What's going on? It's a Sunday. It's a rough day. I need some distraction. A lot going on in the world right now. Um, I always get shook up when I see someone my age die, and that, of course, Sharon Doherty died this morning. Died last night, I guess, and she was exactly my age. So it's like, ooh, uh, I know she had been battling cancer, but it just kind of bugged me. Um, Real quick, condolences to everybody's he should be this man's friends. It's Chad. I don't feel comfortable talking about his personal life because he doesn't bring out his personal life too often. But if you're friends with him on social media, he needs some um good good thoughts. So put that out there. Yeah, things kind of came at a wave at me this morning and double dipping. Uh, and I just need to talk dollies and something, just to get my mind off it. And I just thought, oh, let me do a live stream and just I don't know. I might react to some of these trailers that have dropped because I've heard about them. I've not watched them, so that might be something I do. I don't know, but anyway, I'm gonna just wanting to feel good. You know what I mean? So this morning I woke up too, and I dropped my little acolyte video. I'm working on an acolyte video, and it was in the process of making it. Something came up, and I was like, God, this deserves its own video. So I just did it and put it out yesterday. And it's not flattering to the acolyte at all. That's probably the worst show I've ever seen. Wake up, see a comment. It's because you're a woke fanboy. And I'm like, going, I thought the woke fanboys liked that show. I thought they shilled for the show. And yeah, apparently somebody didn't watch the video and is an idiot. So that's what I got to say about that. uh, Beyond that, I did drop another video doing a little experimentation with these. I know I'm not comfortable calling my videos reviews. It's just like talking about a figure I got to my collection. That's it. And I've started using AJ and Hordak more. I should explain what happened with those two. So I did the articulated ninja video, which went over much better than I thought it would. Uh, I thought at best it would do about 1,000. It tripled that. I've gotten a lot of good and bad response to it. So I did another one about the Hasbro layoffs. And then I was going to do another one about the backlash to the articulated ninja video. And if you've ever worked on a project and it's not working, you kind of like, there comes a point where you just like, no, I can't do this. And so it was a month and a half in, and I was like, God, I can't bring this together. It's not working. It just, nothing's, it's not funny. It's actually really dry. Even Hordak doesn't sound as stupid as he normally does. So it's like, I just finally just dumped it. And right after I dumped it, my computer crashed. So I lost all my footage. that was the big deal. I lost all my footage. So when I got a new computer, the first thing I did was I had this ginormous box of that Marvel Legends collection I had. I just started shooting videos. I just said, I need to get this damn box out of my way. And it was just a thing. I couldn't move my chair. Uh, I couldn't move my chair at all. This was where I had to keep my chair always. Uh, and there's my studio. So I mean, it was problematic, and I just zipped through that. That was over 100 videos, and those are all coming out slowly but surely. And some of them are good, and some of them suck. I'm gonna be honest. Some of them just suck. I just did them. I just didn't. I wanted to get all those videos done, and they're done. So there's that. And then I was finally able to think about, okay, what do I want to do with these two? Because these two, I do think when I work with these two, they are funny. And I came up with, then came the Diaper Island situation, and come on, I got to make fun of that. So that's what I did, and I got another one planned. Getting some input from some other YouTubers about it. And so that's where we're at on that. Uh, and then I'm going to try to do them with some of my videos, not all, but some just to have some fun and enjoyment. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so yeah. Um, I can't believe that I actually scheduled this for 11 p.m. when I meant a.m. and it was like 'cause I scheduled it literally 15 minutes before I started. Went and got me a Pepsi because that's what's on sale this week. I always get what's on sale, and I came back, looked, and I went, "Oh, I put the wrong time on that shit. People aren't going to be warned about it. Oh well." Um, and nobody's watching anyway. But I can be distracted. So I'm gonna go over here to my YouTubes. And can I find it? Can I find it? Can I find it? Why is it not coming up? People's reaction to it is coming up. Oh, here we go. Okay. So believe it or not, I have not watched this, although what I know one thing that happens in it. So yeah, we'll see. So let me share my screen. Why is it not sharing? Oh, there it is. Okay. Hope you're ready.
Wilson. Thanks for coming in.
Well, thank you for the invite, sir. I have to admit, I'm still getting used to the new look.
They said lose the mustache or lose the election.
That's a pretty stupid way to explain why you got a different actor. He loses lose a mustache or lose the election. That's dumb. But we knew about this recasting, so let's keep moving.
You and I haven't always agreed in the past, but I want to make another run at making Captain America an official military position.
And if we disagree on how to manage this situation, then what happens?
Work with me, Sam. We'll show the world a better way forward.
Okay, that's interesting. Isaiah attacking the president. I like.
Sir, your inner circle has been compromised. Either you can't see that or you don't want to.
What if it's a trap?
Global power is shifting. You're just a pawn. You're right. I'm not.
Okay. I am cautiously optimistic, but I don't. With all the reshoots and rewrites this movie has had, I don't know. Um, I knew the Red Hulk popped up at the end. I had heard that part. Everybody kind of spoiled that for me, so that's not too bad. Was a little surprised by Isaiah. That was cool. I'm gonna presume that the guy talking about Europon is the leader because I saw the back of his head was green. It's that or it's a scroll, but I don't know if they would do the scrolls at this point. Um, I mean, overall, I'm never was one of those guys that was like offended that they gave Sam the shield. It didn't bother me necessarily, but at the same time, it was like, you know, I kind of see the argument some people had about it, and should have went to Bucky. But also, I mean, I can see it both ways. So yeah, it's kind of like, yeah, all right. Um, let me go to another one here. Get out of full screen on that. Because when I heard this was happening, I kind of went, "What the hell?" And I have not watched this trailer yet either, and I am not sure how I feel about this. But yeah, it's something. Mm, I don't know. Oh, there it is. Sorry about that.
Why can't you be a normal person with normal friends?
Well, I've Scott. You're stuck in the past, Kevin.
You got to stop it with all these Vikings and the ancient geeks.
Freaks.
As well.
I do like that, the ancient geeks.
Mom, my wardrobe's moving.
Is it Narnia?
Whoa!
Kinda.
Hold on. How is he here?
What's going on?
Your room. It's a time egress.
He's never done that before.
I already have so much to say.
And it allows us to travel throughout the universe.
Tell me who you are, or I will kill you.
I am Penelope, and I am, in effect, the leader. Fundamentally, though, we are all equal.
Who are you guys?
We're the Time Bandits, a crack team of expert thieves. Nothing is too big for us to steal. Oh, okay. Now that we're close, maybe it is too big to steal.
What?
You have a map that can take us through time. Wow, Mansa, some people say you're even richer than Jeff Bezos from Amazon.
Wealthier than the mighty Jeff Bezos of the Amazon. We have no knowledge of who that is.
That map
That was
cannot
funny.
and must not fall into the wrong hands.
Oh, gee, there's Taika Waititi appearing in his own movie.
I shudder to think what would happen.
Bring me that map.
With that, I could create a universe of pure evil.
Stop laughing.
It's evil, therefore it's serious. Return the map!
What did everyone steal? I got this beautiful vase.
Face.
Oh, vase?
Boss.
Everyone got a vase?
Yeah.
Thanks you all. For a brief moment in my life, I felt like I was part of a team.
Yes, okay. Let's take him home.
This isn't my house.
Yeah, it is. There's your family over there.
They're not my family.
But they look exactly like you.
This sounds like a family matter, and we should give them space.
Hey, Mython, how you doing? I am speechless after watching that. I don't I I can't. First off, you don't try to remake Terry Gilliam. You just don't. That's not. No. No, you don't do it. And Time Bandits is such a cool movie. It and dude, it's like I don't know what to say because that looks so stupid. Uh, I mean, there's so much. Well, we got half the characters, but they're all tall now. I mean, it's like what? And it looks like Taika Waititi is playing God. I don't know. I'm really freaking confused on what I just witnessed. It looks like shit. I have to say it looks like shit. This looks like one of the stupid ass things that just got some coffee and jumped on here to see some news. Saw you were live. Just want to say hello. Thanks, Mython. Um, I'm still in total shock about this trailer, the Time Bandits trailer I just watched, which is one of my favorite Terry Gilliam movies, and I'm just like, Taika, what are you doing? Holy crap, dude! I mean, I knew he was disillusioned with Thor. I didn't know he would just go and like, let me bastardize Terry Gilliam's work now. Um, and and it just honestly it looks terrible. I can't. And Lisa Kudrow, of all people, in the oh my god, what am I? What did I witness here? I'm speechless because it just looks so bad. I mean, yeah, that just that honestly just looks terrible. I can't. That's all I can say. It looks terrible. Yeah. There was another one. What was the other one? Man, damn it. Nope. Oh, yeah, I remember. I had to look at a note here. All right. In this one, I don't understand how you can do a sequel to this movie, but okay, let me. Goddamn add on. Okay, here we go. All right, let me share screen again. I mean, yeah. Why the hell would you even try to remake Time Bandits? It's one of those movies that's like it's very quirky and very odd, and it's really it does have a cult following, but yeah, I don't know. I I've heard they're remaking Neverending Story, and I'm like, what? Okay, so let me share the screen again, and let me check out Gladiator. How the fuck do you do a sequel to Gladiator 2? I am most curious about that. I thought Gladiator was. I mean, I like the ending of Gladiator. That's what I'll say. I really like the ending of Gladiator. The rest of the movie, I was kind of like, it's nothing super special, but the ending really won me over. So now I saw that there was a Gladiator 2. I'm like, how? Let me take a look and see. I love you put a hip hop song. Bloodstains. I can't stand that. It's like that's as bad as in the Acolyte with the last episode, man. When it was like the power of two. The pop song. Oh god, I hate when Yeah, I don't know about this shit. Yeah, I mean, it is Denzel. Um, I might watch it for Denzel. I'm not gonna go to the theater for it, but, oh, I just realized I pulled that off of the Entertainment TV, YouTube channel. Oh, well. Yeah, no biggie. Um, yeah, I am, I don't know. I'll watch that when it comes to streaming, but I'm definitely not gonna go see it in the theater. I am gonna avoid, like the plague, Time Bandits. Still a bit early on Captain America, but, I'll probably end up watching it at some point in the near future. I mean, God, Gladiator 2, man. I can't believe I kept hearing they were gonna make a sequel, and when I just now when I heard the trailer drop, I was like, "Ooh," and then I wanna watch it, and then it was like, now that I've watched it, I'm like, "Eh, I don't know." I mean, I'll probably watch the movie, but, uh okay. So, didn't get much this week. I did get a old, whoa, I'm heavenly now. Um, I did get whoops, what do we got? Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, I thought the worst they did yet was Marvels. That movie, I waited for streaming, and I'm glad I did because that movie was just so bad. It was just terrible. Um, I think I think what has defined Marvel lately was that scene with the Flurkins. They're like, "It's okay, let them swallow you," and I was just like, that is almost an analogy of what Marvel tries to say anymore. And the thing that got me was they really went on the sexism route on that one, and that criticism did not work. And then Kathleen Kennedy and Leslie Headland's just coming around going, "Hey, yeah, they did that. We can do that," and it is really bombing. Oh, speaking of, has everybody heard about what's going on with um, Star Wars theory? It's Let me see if I can find it here. It's gonna take me a minute, but all right. Let me find the woman's name. I've already forgot. I bet the tweets are still up though. Oops. Okay. Where is it? Where is it? Okay. I really just want to see if these tweets are still up. 'Cause, this is Unreal Exchange. Oh, let me search. How do you spell her last name? I'm sorry, I'm taking way too long on this. Okay, I think it was taken out. Okay, I was trying to look for the actual tweets. Long story short, Rachel Leishman is her name. She went off on Star Wars theory in a in a series of tweets. She got mean, dude. I mean, she was telling him that it was ugly and it was shaped like a box, and I'm like, glass houses. It was really unreal. Werewolf by Night was one of the best projects, but it really brought to a head for me all this insanity that has been going on with the Acolyte and the marketing, and I'm like, dude, what are you doing? I mean, it definitely comes across that reporters are in the pockets of Disney, especially when you have that. You have that weird thing with Looper, and they were talking about the critical drinker and neurotic were racist, and you've got this where a reporter goes off on um, a YouTuber for talking about what was said in the interview. It's like, I don't understand what these people are thinking. I mean, it's I saw a video. Someone said that they've got their cushy in with Disney. They want to keep it, so they have to keep being positive, and so they'll write these hit pieces of, well, the fans are all the problem and awful people and da da da. And I was just like, dude, I mean, it's weird. It's just so fucking weird. Um, anyway, I also think it's a great thing to kind of do with the toy space because I think it's the same thing, except you don't have that press in between. You have it directly. You have boom to the YouTubers who want to keep their good graces with Hasbro and Mattel and whatever their focus is, and then they have to quash everything that isn't super positive. Super 7 is another one. It's like, yeah. And then what's ironic, I think, is that if you like Valaverse and you like Action Force, you get lopped in there with Vala and, oh, you guys are like in with Vala. No, I spoke to Bob. I've had some questions for him and it was kind of fun. But I'm not in with Vala. He's not on my friends list. He's, you know, had one interaction on on the 3POA group where I made a joke about you know somebody trying to say that because Hasbro's profit numbers are higher than they were in 2020 in 2000 that they were actually doing great. And he was talking about something with Hasbro, and I said that's what some people are saying, and he was like, "Oh my god!" And he just did a face palm gif. But I mean, I would say that to Flynn. I would say that to anybody. Doesn't matter. I said one thing to Dan Yen once, and he had a GIF, and I can't even remember what it was, and it was really disjointed and disconnected, and I just went, okay, whatever. Um, similar interaction. That's what I'm saying, and it's like, but God, people take this toy shit so personally, and people are taking this Star Wars shit so personally. People are taking this Marvel shit so personally, and we're seeing shit come to a head. And I'm interested to see where it goes next because it's weird. It is just so weird. And I don't think anyone saw this weirdness going around the Acolyte because it's like, but here's the thing, it's just that fucking bad. If you've watched it, it is that fucking bad. It's terrible. It's one of the worst things I've seen. I mean, worst literally worst pieces of media I've seen. Not just the worst show of it. Not just the worst Star Wars, the worst piece of media. The best one that sums it up is Torben when he had all that buildup of he took his own life, and it was like, wow, what happened that you felt you needed to do that? Nothing. Wanted to go home. Ooh, poor baby. Okay. Oh, hi, my phone. Okay, yeah, people are tying their identities to things they really shouldn't. Toys, shows, movies, IPs, etc. They take everything personal. How dare someone have an opinion or speak the truth? Yeah, I mean it's weird, and it's worse than ever now. It's just odd. I mean, I probably sound like an old man. I think it's worse than ever. Okay, yeah. I mean, but this has been special. Let me share my screen over here. Okay, so just thought I'd take a look at some hella dope time. Um, okay, the Jessica Fletcher figure. I This has gotten a lot more reaction than I thought it would. I watched Murder She Wrote with my grandmother, and wasn't my favorite show, but I'd watch it if it was on. It's really cool that she comes with a typewriter. But I'm really surprised. The guys at Hella Dope said this has been one of the biggest pre-orders they've ever had. So that kind of surprises me. Where did that? Okay, this Pumpkinhead. I just think I never noticed how much Pumpkinhead looked like a xenomorph until I saw this, and I was like, wow. I mean, the ribs, the little spike on the back. It's like, wow, dude. Um, I never really noticed that before, but yeah, he kind of does. Okay. Marvel Legends Strange Tales. Oh, by the way, if you still want an amazing fantasy, you can go get it here. I've got one. I'm fine with it. These pre-orders went up. I have secured my Dracula and my Lilith. This is my debate one right there as Hellstrom, but that would be all. This wave does not interest me. I debated the Moon Knight, and I was like, then I came to the conclusion, nah, I really don't want the Storm, and I really don't want the Wolverine. I thought this was one of the dumbest moves in comics, and I don't want a figure of it. And in case you are wanting to get a superior Iron Man, $19 right now. So I want to consider that if you are in the market. Just saying. I hear my daughter screaming in the room. A lot of people were wanting to get on this one, the Stinger. I'm gonna say again, I have no ill will to anyone who enjoys this, but I do not 1/12 in vehicles. I have two exceptions to that: the 1966 Batmobile, because it's the damn 1966 Batmobile, and I'm gonna get a Vanguard because I think it's a monumental piece. Beyond that, I will probably get um, the Locust when it comes out. And right here, we all know it. They reversed it. They got it wrong. And the truth of the matter is that the scrap iron missiles went in this side. They just didn't recolor this. And I'm just like, you all are stupid. So yeah, there's that. And I've secured my Alpine with Helidope as well. I don't see them carrying the retro line anymore. I didn't know what was going on there. I finally just secured my Cobra Commander with Nerd Zoic because I'm just assuming they're not going there. And of course, Doc Ock. The only Mezco I've ever been tempted by is Doctor Doom. That's it. But there's Doc Ock. And God, is the Turtles of Grayskull up to wave 4? Wow. Okay. Shows you how much I know. That's a good point. The hybrid. Yeah, that's a good point. Let me see. Let me get to. I haven't visited BBTS in a while, but I'm going to put them up here. I do have in my pile of loot one additional Arctic Steel Brigade. So that gave me 3. So that's cool. What is this? Well, okay. I didn't realize this was a thing, but Magitech. That looks like a good base for an actual turret to the Death Star. I mean, that works. I mean, you got a little corny Vader figure, but I mean, if you wanted to make some kind of, you know, Death Star surface, I mean, $21 is a bit steep, but you could get a bunch of these turrets and use it. Wow. Okay. I just literally saw that right there, and I was like, "Ooh, what's this?" Uh, NECA's re-releasing their Beetlejuice figures. I don't fucking care. I like Beetlejuice the movie, but I don't care to own any figures of it. It's just like not something I really want to try. Last Ronin. Kind of feel the same way about Last Ronin. It's like yeah, it's a good story, but I don't need figures from it. Then again, I just got my first full-fledged TMNT figures like not too long ago. So there you go. Master Universe Battle Diorama Series 1/10 scale limited edition statue. Yeah, there's your overpriced statue for the day. Sorry, Grindhead Jim. Okay, I gotta admit, I'm debating this one for a very specific reason. I may wait. I don't know. I don't know if I'm gonna go to. I have a thought on a joke, and I will need this figure to do it, and I don't know if I'm gonna do it. So, and no, I'm not gonna tell you what it is because you might be able to piece it together. Oh, look, Cosmic Legions are 20% off. I bought my Cosmic Legions right before this 20% off sale everywhere. I feel so stupid now. This one I have debated though. I think this is kind of cool. These bug dudes, but I don't know. Then again, I'm like sitting here going, I got 2 Cosmic Legions at this point. Got this guy. I like this guy. This has been, I would actually venture to say, this has been my favorite Four Horsemen figure ever so far. I just think he's cool. I changed his staff out, but otherwise, I think he's really awesome. And then I got her. Her video went up today, and yeah, she's cool, but she's got a lot of flaws. Go see the video, and you'll see a lot of them. I did leave out one was that the pegs that go in the gun. I mean, the gun sticks out a mile when you do it, and I couldn't believe that this was a reused head. I was like, really, dudes? Uh, but the rest, I'm not too enamored by. There was one coming up. Hey, you know what? I think I know where I saw it too. I'm gonna have to go to. I'm just gonna check really quick to make sure I'm telling the right thing. I thought I saw it on a pre-order. No, it wasn't hella dope. Where was it? Hmm. Anyway. It's not here. There was one more, and it had a funky shaped head, and I just liked the way it looked. Now this one I was kind of interested in until I got the other one, the other gray, and then I was like, "Oh no, this is much better. This is 10 times better than this one." So I was glad I waited on that. And I'm not finding. I mean, that's kind of cool, but I don't know. Yeah. Anyway, oh, sorry, my thought I left your comment up there. Didn't mean to do that. What else we got? Cosmic. The Ecto One is out apparently. Um, I'm kind of glad these exist, but I have changed my mind on them because I'm just like, you know. I mean, no offense. It's just, mm, I got excited when I first saw it, and then it kind of wore off real quick. So, granted, I mean, I kind of wanted, um, I did kind of want the Ghostbusters in 1/18 scale, and I don't know what happened. It's just like my interest kind of faded. Street Fighter has Dalsim and M. Bison. I may get Dalsim from Hella Dope. I may pass on Dalsim. I'm still not decided yet. Oh, so they got the new classifieds? Well, why do they have Jody up to 29? She's selling for like 10, right? Yeah, Tiger Force Dusty is one of the ugliest figures ever. The original one sucked, and then they had to double down and do the. Oh, we got an instant repaint. Um, you see them blue ninjas? That was the first thing I started making me rethink classified was because that blue ninja pack was $44. Then you had the Kamakura coming out for 37, 35 or something like that. It was just like, what the hell? And then you look at the accessories that come with the blue ninjas, and you're like, what the hell, y'all are. But I didn't buy the blue ninjas because I don't care. All right, so there's Nagahide. Oh, I didn't know Nagahide was 45. I guess that makes sense though, because he's got you know animal companions. So I somehow thought he was in the 39 range, but I guess I was wrong. I got my Techno Viper. I got my Classified Quick Kick, both from Hella Dope. Got my Scarlet. I want to say that was from Hella Dope. And I passed on Big Boa. I actually ordered my Airborne with, excuse me, I want to say Street Fighter M. Bison. So I'm going to guess Hella Dope doesn't have M. Bison in yet. And there's a Duke in there somewhere. This is a good one. Oh, it's down to 35. Okay. Iron Grenadier Metalhead. Check the chat. That's a good question. I don't know. I never, I don't actively keep up with Jurassic Park. I just kind of like, oh, I want that when I see it. That's what happens. Um, and then I decide if it's worth the price or not. and move on from there. So, yeah, that is a good question. I don't know when things are going to be available. I mean, it's not that I'm not interested in Hammond collection. It's just, I kind of just want to run into it because I don't have that many dinosaurs to begin with. I don't want that many dinosaurs. I want some just for fun. So, yeah. Anyway, I was on a group chat and somebody talked about this figure, and I think that it was on sale at Target, and somebody else commented that it's funny that trick that you can't get the um you can't get the missiles to rest in the launchers, and the response from the guy was, "Well, it has to be tribalism," and I'm like, "What do you mean?" Oh, and I said the Hasbro's are still thinking it's wonderful because they were. And it's like, "Well, I have to be tribal." I'm like, "What tribalism?" Like, "You mentioned the Hasbro's." I'm like, "Okay, what do you want me to how do you want me to refer to the people who think Hasbro can do no wrong no matter how bad it is?" It's a simple question. And oh boy, he got mad. But oh well. I'm not saying which one. But I was not too enamored by this at all. Because of that rocket launcher thing. I think that's such a dumb design. And in some ways, this one really knocked me out of classified. It's just like, okay, you're really gonna pull this shit. My 3 3/4 inches, they can do this. So no, I'm not falling for this crap. Um, I mean, I still keep an eye on it. I mean, if I ever find Mutt and Junkyard or clearance, I might get it and try to cut that vest off of Mutt, or I mean Junkyard, because I just don't. I really don't like that vest. I don't. I mean, why can't we just give him a collar, dude? I mean, Jesus. I don't understand. I think they're trying to modernize it a little bit. I've made jokes I'm gonna buy this guy and call him P Viper. I haven't, but I keep joking. This one made me mad too. Yes, this is glasses. Yes, people said I can glue them on. Da 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 da. I don't care. Never bought Helix. A lot of people love her. I really hate the little scissor trick thing. I just don't. That she'd kill herself. That's a very impractical weapon. Not that I'm a weapons expert or anything, but I know a few things. So it's like a bunch of people got offended in the acolyte because there was they were doing unarmed combat. I'm like, you do realize that a lot of the armed combat techniques are built from unarmed combat. You need to learn unarmed combat before you learn armed combat. And yeah, that was just, ew. Oh, hi. Hey Jeff, how are you doing? Wow, you think he's a Tony Stark head? Okay. I hadn't thought this guy. 17 target still couldn't buy. Yeah, I would go like 15. 10. No, 10. Yeah. You have a good day, Mython. I've got to go visit my mother here. And oh, it's getting a little late. I mean, I like Mutton Junkyard. I would have to cut that vest off because watch me do safety scissors. But I would have to cut that vest off, and because man, I just don't. I can't deal with that. I don't know. I just don't like the look of it. It's just not something that appeals to me in any way, shape, or form. And yeah, that's just me talking. Anyway, all right. I didn't realize what time it was. I have like 5 minutes to get ready to go to my mother's house because I am required to visit her today. Um, so you guys take care, stay safe, and hope you enjoy your weekend. I've got a day off tomorrow, believe it or not. So I won't promise, but I may do something later tonight because I know there's I know there's a gap. Let's say it that way. But I also want to try to get in for the 118th team, 1/8th team, this afternoon at 3. Is it 3:30? I think it is. But yeah, I want to try to get back for that and some other stuff. Of horse, of horse, of course, unless it's Mr. Ed. Hella Dope is on tonight, so I'll be there. You guys be there too. Take care. Have a good night. We'll see you later.